return of like a Kaja. We've seen we've been mentioning Kaja, but now this actually looks like a great Kaja game. It's Kimi and Granger. Like Kaja is really good when you're up against a front to back composition. You pick it up, you pick them off, and you play the side lane.
There's still another move for Keyboy. What do you think about Keyboy when you say Keyboy? Which play comes up mind?
Tigreal or Kufra. The Cho gets taken away. The Glue, good choice against the Phobias too. Really good choice. So do they go Kaja? Is Kaja too one-dimensional? Would it just be like a, all right, we'll fight. Yeah, the Tigreal. What? No, but down.
What else is there?
Technically, with the Phobias, you could make use of a Kufra. Technically.
What do you think, Gani, as a Kufra supply yourself?
This is not the big. You hate Fredrin.
I hate Fred and Glue. It's doesn't really. It's tough.
So it's not okay.
Let's see. If
he's feeling it, you know, Franco.
Muscle of iron.
But it's gonna be the Gatot match. So just AOE, pure AOE.
This is the same comp as what we saw earlier. Well, not the same comp entirely, but the Phobias plus Gatot that we saw from Baloy.
Interesting. And looking at the win rate so far, Gatot Kacha is actually Keyboy's favorite hero so far in the season, with a 71% win rate, 5 out of 7 matches won. This is interesting. They're gonna bank on the Rage, DEWA United.
Yeah, for DEWA, it's a scaling game. Waiting for the Kimi to get to the item power spikes. Granger doing the same thing here, but they do have a Fredrin, Cho, and Glue. Good control early on to secure neutral objectives. And for ONIC, I think it'll really be up to mid-game when they have Joy, Farsa, and Beatrix all.
Lineup rating though favors DEWA United by a lot. And so far, it's been right in the first matches. Let's see if it's gonna come down to DEWA United win after this game ends. It is the Apostle of Gods versus the Yellow Porcupines.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's just jump directly to the Land of Dawn to witness game number 1. ONIC or DEWA.
Let's see, Lutpi with the classic Brave Smite up against the Glue. Not gonna go for what Luke went up against the Glue. He went for the Concussive Blast, just wanted to clear the wave as fast as possible and rotate over. Looking at the other emblems. Again, Ray, has gone for a greedy choice, but this is what he did to win against RRQ. Impure Rage on the Fredrin instead of the Concussive Blast. You clear faster with the Concussive Blast, but you do more damage overall then because of the Impure Rage.
Rupture for Sans, contrary to what Kenziski used in the first match earlier.
Tenacity, there you go, normal weapon mastery, no pull yourself together for Savero. Tenacity and the Thrill up top.
By the way, this is gonna be, I think, an Itoshi Kesu match. Because looking at the composition from ONIC, there's 0 Purify. And for, I guess, a good reason too, like you can't really bring out a Purify for Savero. And Sans, I don't know, man. Does he still got it?
I think he does. We've seen many times that he... Yeah, it's still very greedy though, I'll be honest with you, up against a Cho to go for Purify. And a Glue.
It is
and
Sans.
a Fred. That's a lot of lockdown.
All gonna come down to the micro mechanics of the one of the best to ever do it in ID. Sans. This name has been feared for a long time, but maybe the fear factor right now is gone for DEWA United.
Definitely the best Indonesian mid laner of all time. Fighting the first turtle should be advantages towards DEWA.
Chorizo chunk to half though, alongside Spencer. Let's see here, can DEWA commit to this turtle or no? Chorizo now getting jumped on. Good dodge here. Misses the whiff, and Ray actually finds a Retribution Classic. That's gonna be Sans though, pulling up the Feather Airstrike, flickers out of danger. Harry mounted, low HP. Keyboy now distracted. It's actually jumping back in. That's gonna be first blood, easy. Ray finds it, but that's gonna be a Teray Lutpi was targeted. And that's gonna be Ray for Keyboy. How do we survive that one?
I'm surprised it was as close as it was right now, but shout out to Chorizo, man. That dodge pretty much changed everything. But looking at the talent prediction right now by Gope, man, has this ever happened before?
Whoa, that's practically a solo kill. Feathered Airstrike just blasted Spencer down, and now that's gonna be maybe under the turret. Going down as well. ONIC So starting it slow, but minute 3 right now, they're changing the jam.
I gotta stop complimenting teams, man. The Caster's jinx is real.
No.
Your jinx is real.
Dude, okay, Sheffin, they did well. They did well in the early game. What you said wasn't wrong. It's just they're not transitioning into the mid lane properly. Again, no respect for the Farsa. Boys, you gotta respect the Farsa. Yes, like he didn't really do much in the first turtle, but that doesn't mean... Oh, good steal from Itoshi. He just walks up and punches the green camp. But that doesn't mean it doesn't do damage. Especially for Maybe and Spencer. They both gotta respect that. They're the two they're the two carries. If this keeps on going on, it doesn't matter how good Sorizo, Ray, and Itoshi Kesu play.
Looking at the items though, Savero first item, not even boots is built for this Beatrix. It's just gonna come down to... Wait, there's not really a set for Savero, so he's gonna play much more passively than he usually is.
I think it's just a follow-up type deal. Feather Airstrike into Renner's Apathy, a Keyboy good AOG taunt into Bennett's Rage. Just he's gonna go with the flow. It's not the normal play for Beatrix. It's more Beatrix play for the team, right? On Turtle.
See, that's a traction ball spooling, looking back. For the pursuit, way of Dragon! AOT under 3, but that's gonna be again Retribution. Ray will fall though, that's gonna be a turret as Ludwig will fall as well. 1 for 1, but DEWA collects their second neutral objective.
All the while in the bottom lane, well, maybe didn't get the turrets, but Savero is missing out on 1 minion, I believe. So overall, it's still a W for DEWA United.
Yep, they get the neutral objective again, and they buy a little bit more time for Spencer and Maybe to scale up, because that's the win condition for DEWA still. They want to play pure front to back up against ONIC. Meanwhile, for ONIC, it looks like they do want to, split DEWA up a bit more, but in the early game, the Phobius is there to stabilize, just to hold on to not give DEWA as much of a snowball as they would want. Keyboy.
The taunt, the airstrike pops, that's info. DEWA United should perhaps find something soon. But that's DEWA actually, right now, neutralizing the gold lead.
Yeah. And I just realized, Mirko, I don't know if you've mentioned this or not, and I don't know if this is a, the usual thing for glue, but it's a quantum charge.
Yeah, I didn't mention it, but I think it is pretty normal. You get the sustain in the lane as well, plus you get mobility. In the skirmishes, you do have more time now to actually, basic attack and rotate over. It's not the most common though, definitely, quantum charge. But I do want to say that it's very hard for Joy to out-retry a Fredrin. So if you're questioning, Kyrie in the first few neutral objectives, Fredrin basically has 2 retries. That first skill buff makes it as though you deal as much damage as a retry early on. So it's like 2 retries compared to 1. And when you get locked down by, traction pulse.
Well, let's see, Ray trying to find something there, but it seems like the decision is not to commit on towards a fight just yet though. Top lane Sorizo versus Kai. Seems like they will move on towards the next neutral objective.
Yeah, and back to the point earlier, so it all kind of comes down to, gotta wait a second here, Suns.
Spencer, very low. Ray collects the perfect turtle here for DEWA United. Kyrie though looking for some counterplay. Perhaps a trade on the purple. He will get it.
Oh, you got the stacks?
But now Kyrie is mounted. Good pull! Way of Dragon, and ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be Kyrie taken down. Not a good sign here for the yellow porcupines.
Yeah, so Rizzo is, gotta say, in this early of a game, going to the mid game, he's been handling Kyrie really, really well. 2 times by now. 2 team fights won by DEWA United, courtesy of Rizzo's brilliance.
Yeah, ONIC, the reason you're seeing this game be as even as it is because they're just doing better than you would expect on this composition. They're individual flares coming out, but overall, I gotta agree with the lineup rating here, especially with no Purifies. I was going to say maybe with the Purifies on Farsa, it would change a bit, but now it really becomes kind of glass cannon for ONIC. If they get the pick that they want, then they can turn things around. If they get the right plays, that can certainly happen still. It is ONIC. But DEWA, look at the control. Traction pulse.
Let's see. Itoshi also just trying to find a connection there, Ray. Soaking a lot of damage. Still holding on. Maybe free hitting now on towards Lukby. Immobilized, and maybe will find the extra gold there. 2K already in hand for the Apostles of God.
There was pretty much 4 guys on Ray's face, and Ray is more than happy to take it all, man. Again, like, the room of error. Oh, Spencer!
AOG, good taunt! And that will be enough to take Spencer down.
Whoa.
With Dragon though, it finally connects on towards Sans, but Ray wasn't able to find the range there, and Sans has to flicker to get away.
Well, Keyboy is not shy of making a play at all.
Definitely not. When he sees an angle, he will take it. Holy Crystal about to be built here by Kai. Still out farming the Fredrin despite not getting the neutral objectives at all. Perfect turtle for DEWA. 2,000 gold lead. You can see it on the hands of Maybe and Spencer. A lot of it with the Sky Piercer already. Maybe he's online. Should be. DEWA have enough damage, have enough lockdown, and have enough frontline. That's the most important thing when you have a Kimmy and Granger. You just need a frontline to protect you. Look at that. Maybe really free to go in because Sans can't pop the Feather Airstrike randomly without Flicker. He knows that. Itoshi, we've seen, even up against Rins, he just wants to cancel Farsa.
Keyboy actually poked. He is a non-factor that now with the Feather Airstrike doesn't really land on towards the targets that they wanted. ONIC, they are struggling to find a counterplay here. Let's see, DEWA United also taking it slow. Bottom side is actually favoring the side of ONIC, so they will have the reset. That's a taunt though. ONIC turn around, perhaps hold on. AOG doesn't land. Lutfi very low. Keyboy taunt, and that will be Keyboy taken down. Lutfi now trying to hold and buy time, but wasn't really able to. That's a way of the dragon as Maybe collects the bang, bang, bang triple for DEWA United.
Oh, Maybe, that's a triple for Maybe. And now DEWA United has all the green light, has all the avenues in the world to take this one. Ray, not even, well, you read my line. I thought I was gonna say, you know, no retry at all use, but you did it anyway. Now, Itoshi, he's not done just yet.
With the conceal, just intimidating, right? Bluffing. If there's a connection, sure, if they don't land, but they will get the turret. So now, with the Lord, DEWA United, they are leading, they're controlling the game.
Yeah, they are, Gani. Bit of concern from you in that phrase you just entered. ONIC are really struggling here, and again, it's due to just how much they will have, like, CC-wise, damage-wise, frontline-wise. This is why the lineup rating favored them, and this is why we were talking about, again, for ONIC, it really came down to if they're able to outplay DEWA. I thought they would be, but Maybe is doing a bit too much damage for Severo to be comfortable. Ray is a bit too tanky for the rest of ONIC to be comfortable.
Let's say, Keyboy now, again. Very low! That's a duo kill, the Ray and Maybe connection right there. Taking Keyboy down.
Well, if it's a battle of a frontliner, like, ONIC loses out not just 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, they do. Oh man, this is gonna be really tough for ONIC. I don't know if they even still have it in them. They don't really have gap closer. Lutfi can walk up, I guess. But look at that. It comes down to really like low margins here. Like ONIC need to get the perfect fight. And the perfect fight is for them to be able to isolate Ray and Cerezo from Maybe and Spencer. If ONIC can somehow get Lutfi, Sans, and some... Oh, hold on. Keyboy,
that's a tank!
Oh, the last pick got not catcha. It's hard now. That's gonna be a connection onto Severo. Has the flicker, but that's gonna be Sans. Vulnerable, taken down, mid turret, number 1 falls, bottom side very low as well. ONIC, they defend with 3. Keyboy will come in 10 seconds, but is it enough time? They are now entering the main base, and they have another wave coming. ONIC, they should be able to clear for now, but that's just the damage already. Keyboy AOG doesn't land, luckily for DEWA United. That's a good taunt though. Keyboy will fall again right after his respawn time. ONIC now again just holding on, just clear, and they have the reset. 2 base turrets at the end will fall.
At this point, Keyboy is just giving out Sky Piercer stacks to Maybe, man. At the same time, that AOG that he did, he had to do it. He had no other choice there in the matter.
And now it gets from bad to worse, really, for ONIC. Not only do they have to deal with the front line, that crazy damage, Spencer and Maybe are almost at full items, ladies and gentlemen. This is a massive lead on the frontliners. Divine Glaive already. Rose Gold too for Maybe.
Lord.
Oh, we might have to see game number 2 for ONIC here, because in game number 1, with all the winning conditions already set and Winter Crown, not even a glass cannon, Spencer not gonna go the greedy route. will choose to play it safer. Maybe has gotten ridiculous amounts of stacks. This is going to be free. ONIC are forced to just turtle in their base.
Yeah. Showing off his non-existent jawline there, Toshikesu. And now, 9k gold lead for DEWA United. This is looking really bad for ONIC, man. This is a very unfamiliar territory, especially after all the casters predicted that it's gonna go 2-0. Hey, I'm not really used to social media handling and anything like that, but you got a really easy meme to come out.
Definitely. DEWA United, they did it for Pak Pulung, usually. You know, when DEWA gets the win, he's the only guy who predicts DEWA. Now they can go, they don't even need talent predictions. Gani, what's going on here? Lord marching in, slowly but surely. They do have wave clear.
Where is Keyboy
But
going?
let's say they do clear this wave. What's the plan? Oh, Ray has Winter Crown too.
Uh-oh.
Interesting position from Keyboy right now. He has
trying to flank like a Tigreal.
Let's see.
They have all the flickers.
Yeah, the last racer officially has been taken down. Taunt. Keyboy with the conceal, looking for a taunt.
Man.
Hopefully bought enough time for ONIC. Toshikesu very low. Chorizo though. Will fall. That's going to be the Lord taken care of with the Nibiru smash, and Kyrie falls in the process. Now that's going to be the way of Dragon. Actually locking one down, but Luffy trying to buy time. Now the mid-wave rushing AOG lands, but ladies and gentlemen, DEWA United, against all odds, they have secured game 1.
Oh boy. Remember when I said ONIC, no matter what happens in the regular season,